Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the German Tier 7 Premium Tank Destroyer, the Creature. Now if you do like the video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe down below as it really does help out the channel. And yes, the Creature, it is a derp memer. Is it a good derp memer? Well, it's not that good of a derp, because it's got 660 alpha on the standard HE rounds, which a lot of the other derps in Tier 7 generally are a lot better than you. I mean, you've got the Sturmpanzer, it's Tier 7 compatriot as a derp gun, has 950 damage on its standard HE rounds. You've got the Dreadnought with 750, you know. There's plenty of derp guns that are higher caliber that have better damage than you on the HE rounds, and it means you generally don't splash for that much. And even when you pen, yeah, sure, you hit for 660 alpha, which is still a lot, but it's not got that satisfying, oh, that was a lot of damage when it does go in. You do only have 85mm of penetration as well, which means that the places you can pen on a lot of vehicles is not that much, just the same as the other derp guns. You really have to work to get the HE to pen, which means that, yeah, when you're penning for 660 as opposed to 750 or 950, as it is the case of the Sturmpanzer, it doesn't feel as satisfying when it goes in. So it's a bit of a poor derp memer in that regard. You do have a standard HE and a secondary HE, because it's not premium, the secondary HE, which is why I load full secondary HE, which is what you're seeing here. And the difference between the first HE and the second HE is that they've both got 85 pen, they both do 660 damage. The first HE round, which is the one that I haven't loaded, is 450 meters a second shell velocity, but it's got a 3.57 meter blast radius. The other HE that we are using has 436 meters a second shell velocity, which is 14 meters a second slower than the first one. But it's got a 4.11 meter splash radius, which means it splashes for a bigger distance, which means generally when it splashes, it will actually splash for more because it covers more of the target, therefore it splashes for more damage. So that's why we load the full secondary HE. It only costs, I think, it's 20 more silver per round, so it's not even that big of a difference. Your premium round is a 180 pen heat round, which can pen a lot of vehicles you're going to face, and it does 580 damage. Oh, Mr. LTG. Oh boy, LTG, you came up in front of the wrong tank then. But yeah, you've got 580 damage on that heat shell for 180 pen, which means there's a lot of tanks you can pen with that round, which is quite nice. It's got 400 meters a second shell velocity, which means it's incredibly slow, and it is pretty difficult to get it to hit the right spot to be able to actually penetrate shots with, which is most of the time means you will be firing the HE. But the heat can come in clutch to be able to finish off targets that you might not be able to pen with a standard HE, but you do need to pen for like 500, and you can just shut them down with that heat round. You have 55km/h top speed in the Creature with a 20km/h reverse speed, which is 700 horsepower. Oh, that should have killed that guy. But 700 horsepower engine with a 15.26 horsepower per ton ratio, which means you do hit 55 kph. But if you're on any sort of incline and stuff like that, you do tend to struggle a little bit with your mobility. But 55 km/h is fantastic. 20 km/h reverse speed for a TD as well is absolutely great as well. It means you can pull back very, very quickly. 20% internal fire chance means that it does get set on fire a decent amount. And trust me, yes, it does get set on fire a decent amount, which can be a bit of pain. You have a 24 degree a second hull rotation speed, which is pretty slow, so it does turn very slowly, mixed in with a 19.55 degree a second turret rotation speed. Yeah, the turret turns pretty slowly, the tracks turn pretty slowly. It's fairly sluggish in terms of its track and turret traverse. You've got a 12.4 second reload, which is 3.2k DPM, but that's if you pen the HE. You don't really look at DPM too much for HE memers. But yeah, you've got 12.4 second reload, which is a bit long, but at the same time, you're on a derp gun, 660 alpha. Yeah, it's not that bad for that. You have 448 meters of view range, which is okay. It's not great, to be honest, but it's not bad. It means you can at least spot at the 445 meter spotting cap. You do have 289 meters of still concealment, though, which can be very handy for the Creature. It means you can stay unspotted in a lot of situations, and you can keep yourself unspotted until you fire, which can, again, just be very, very handy for the Creature. You got a 0.36 accuracy at 100 meters, which is derpy. 0.86 accuracy during rotation. It's actually not too bad for a derp gun, but you got a 4.41 meter accuracy during movement, which is atrocious, which means the aim circle does bloom out a massive amount on the Creature, meaning you really do feel the 2.49 second aim time. It feels like it takes quite a while to aim in, and that can be a bit of a pain for the Creature and can be a bit of a letdown sometimes. So what do I run in terms of a crew and equipment on this tank? Well, I do run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Camouflage Expertise, Silent Driving, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun, with the Advanced Loader, the Optics, and the Advanced Reload. The Ammo Swapper to be able to switch between the heat round and the HE round, just as you've seen there against that Panther M10, so that I can use the right round for the right situation. Optics to be able to actually not be blind, and you don't want to be blind in World War II. The Advanced Loader to make sure that you get the best reloads you can. All 3 gun perks, because this is a derp gun, and it will derp if you do not help it. So you want to help it as much as possible with all 3 gun perks. The Camouflage Expertise and Silent Driving to make the camo better while stationary and on the move, so that you can at least stay unspotted in a lot of situations until you fire, which means you can, you know, get the drop on people, which can be handy, especially when you have to aim for the right spot for a derp gun, right? So yeah, that's what I run on this vehicle. Again, it's down to you and how you feel comfortable playing a vehicle with how you want to set it up. And we finished that first game with the victory, the 5 kills, 2.8k damage, 52 assistance damage, the first class with the 1602 base XP. Pretty nice game there for the creature, derping away. We really did get some filthy shots in that game as well. Some dirty, dirty shots that went in. That poor LTG. He just had no chance. He was like, oh no, that's a creature. Dead. The other thing that I didn't mention on this vehicle, by the way, is you do have 8 degrees of gun depression, which 8 degrees of gun depression is pretty handy for the creature. It means you're pretty decent on a ridgeline, and it means you don't struggle. A lot of derp guns, because obviously they are pretty high caliber guns, don't have that good of gun depression. They tend to be like 5 or 6 degrees, unless you're a dreadnought and you've got 7, which means that where any sort of divot in the ground really sticks your gun in the air, so you don't suffer from that too badly with the creature, which can be pretty useful for it. But we're on the second replay, and the second replay we are here on Vineyards, and we are going to progress over to K5, because from K5 I can go hull down either on the left-hand side of the rock or the right-hand side, and I can shoot across the middle and progress from there to attack their spawn. This is where the mobility of the Sturmpanzer 5, or the creature, because it is a Sturmpanzer 5, the creature can be pretty nice, because you can use the 55 kph to get into a good spot. Oh my lord, that HE round penned. Oh, we just penned the lower plate of the Skoda. That was RNG for you. We take those lovely shots when they come in like that. We take those. You know, because RNG can just poo on you at times. So when it gives you the good stuff, it gives you the good derptastic feels. And you like the derptastic feels. So we got that nice shot into the Skoda, which, yeah, was pure RNG, but we'll take it. There's an IKV, which, we hit him for 354, but we didn't pen it. That is a very pennable target. We're up to 931 damage and 302 assistance, and we're using the mobility here of the creature to get up to this position. I'll say 55 kilometers an hour. It helps you be mobile, get into good positions quite early. And we're just going to maneuver ourselves into position to possibly get a shot at that IKV again. But it's like, oh, hello, Mr. Lioness. And we penned the heat round for 626 and set the Lioness on fire. Oh, beautiful. High rolls and a fire. We'll take it. We load the HE round so that we can get this wheelie boy. Oh, wheelie boy, no. Oh, that poor wheelie boy. And we one-shot the EBR Hotchkiss there with our derp gun. I mean, you know, when the derp memes flow, the derp memes flow. Oh, and I suppose that's the rough with the smooth. Our 580 heat round should have killed that Lioness there, but we hit him for 520, which was a massive low roll, and he survived. But we hit him for 620 odd with the first round and set him on fire, so RNG gave it back to that guy and went, I'm really sorry, mate. Just take the HP. You can live on 1 HP. It's fine. Yeah. RNG giveth and RNG taketh. 20 damage? 20? What is that? Oh, well, okay. RNG, 20 damage against the VKB. But we're now looking for shots into the back of the ISM, who's completely oblivious. Neo! The chosen one! As he dodged the heat round, sadly. We are loading heat round for the back. I think, can I splash him to death with the HE? No, I'm just going to load heat to make sure I kill him. But in fact, the Conqueror ends up finishing off the ISM, because obviously this is a bad matchup. It's tier 9. But we're making the most of it. 3,092 damage. We're just looking for the other tank that we thought was somewhere around this corner. And it's like, oh, hello, Mr. Skoda. We load the heat round to guarantee the kill on the Skoda, because 180 pen will pen that guy, and we finish him off. Artillery's looking at us, and I'm like, no, Mr. Artie, don't do it. I don't want it. But thankfully, he's not hit us. We're up 3.5k damage, and it's time to move forward. And oh my lord! That artillery shell was close. He nearly hit us there, but, you know, we'll take it. So what I want to do now is progress forward so I can try and get some shots at people like this Iron Rain or the artillery. The Iron Rain spotted. We can kill that guy if it hits him. And delete. We delete the Iron Rain there, thankfully, because the HE round flies true. We finished off that tier 8 German tank destroyer. There's a GW Tiger directly in front that we can pen with our HE round, so I really hope to get there to get a shot into him if I can. There's only 4 tanks left on the enemy team. He does have a medium tank chasing him, and in fact, he's running under the bridge along the train tracks, which means he's going to give us a shot. There's the back end of that GW Tiger. Aim it up to make sure it's going to hit, because this gun is derpy. And if you do not aim it, it will not hit. So we made sure that we aimed it instead of just snapping the shot on the move. Thankfully, it did. We're going for the side shot into this Carnarvon, and I think, oh, maybe I'll get a shot in to kill him. We missed because he repaired his tracks, and he hit us twice because his reload is very, very good, and he finished us off, which is a sad time. And I didn't expect him to just lock onto me in the distance instead of the tanks circling him, but hey-ho, we're finished with the 4.6k damage, 400 assistance, the ace tank of the high caliber, for that 2,200 base XP game, which is a really nice game in a tier 10, a tier 9 lobby, which is a very bad matchup for this vehicle. It can derp, it can have a good meme, but it's just very rare that it actually truly works like that, and it can hit the floor a lot more than just pen the shots. I mean, like I say, RNG giveth and RNG taketh. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
A great success.